Alright, go ahead. Roll esoteric lore. However, when you roll esoteric lore, which one of the three are you trying to consult with?
I
Nature
mean,
spirits, ghosts or psychic echoes, or the presence of divine like entities?
probably echoes and stuff, because, well, I am more proficient in occultism.
Gotcha then. Go ahead and roll esoteric lore. Would you like to re-roll?
You know what? Yeah, fuck it.
You do have all. You will have all. You will have your hero point back. In full. Oh no!
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I still have unescapable lore.
Hunter has done it again.
It's fine. I still have unmistakable lore.
So we just walk in.
Yeah, you guys walk in. That's what you see. What I described.
Hmm.
I'm just, in that case, I'm just gonna walk up and take a seat at the table.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take my usual seat and go. There's a. Guess we got a little bit of an issue on our hands.
And he watches Albarod's mask shifts to the grumpy one. He goes, "Fuck." He's
wait, he just says fuck?
yeah.
Harry's gonna look flabbergasted. He goes,
He sits down in the chair and he's like, if he had temples, he'd be rubbing them, but he's basically just rubbing like what would be the temples of the mask.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Look, the only thing I can think of is this wasn't a small incident by any means. Other people must have seen what have happened, or probably other people in positions of power in the Mournlands may be willing to help. Look, I understand you want to help, but the thing is, you gotta fucking. I'm just gonna like lean back in the chair. Like, we got all this. This is like secret, right? The whole part of this was like we were supposed to take care of it secretly. I understand it just fucking destroyed a town, but like such a switch up like that, if you're after it and you've been saying it's alive, and I'm gonna do like quotation marks with that, you don't think it's gonna notice you or anything like that?
A reasonable risk that you propose. I feel as though by using you all as proxies, it makes me look complacent or lazy at best, and slothful, deceitful, and deceptive at worst.
It's awful. I get it, but if we can stay like this and prevent further incidents from like this happening. I maybe I'm overthinking, but it's just despite what we're actually looking at, somehow keeping you and the others relatively hidden from all this feels safer.
you, me, and Archimedes.
Lorraine will speak to me another time, I'm sure. I have known her and Corinth the longest, of course. They will come speak to me when they feel it's time to speak to me, but I want to know what you, Dexter, and what Archimedes are thinking.
Well, if you think I'm backing out, no, I'm sticking through with this. I'm in too deep now to say, just have any say about like wanting to not even want to bother with this anymore. But yeah, I guess being all covert and secretive is kind of out the window for the most part. The guild we're working with could reach out and get allies to help us in this endeavor.
But they are weaker in the material plane compared to here. And you have all grown significantly stronger, anyhow. I will do what you had recommended, Camellia, and I will stay here. And I will be diligent, and I will try to keep you all informed. Transparency from here on out. I will not treat you with anything less than what you all deserve.
All right, that sounds good.
The fact that you choose to continue in this venture knowing how catastrophic everything has gone, it speaks to your bravery. It may not feel that way in this moment, at the lowest point in this quest so far, but
Anything to make a world a safer place, I guess.
Monsters and all that. It's probably not a good look if I turn and ran now, huh?
absolutely not, and you are never one to run away from risk, are you?
Sure, let's go with that.
Regardless, Mr. Homer, may I see your weapons?
Yeah. He'll, get him out of his arms and kind of like place him on the table.
Alright, will telepathically.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he'll telepathically bring him over, and he will say, I will leave you all to speak amongst yourselves for a moment, to recuperate. If not, speak amongst yourselves, just deliberate quietly. I'll be back with your weapons. I understand we've had that discussion before, and I will see if anything has changed, Mr. Home Run.
Yeah, appreciate it. Like, mind-wise.
I have to change some stuff about me. See, this entire journey I've always tried to take the pacifist route. Even in the most evil, so long as it's conscious, I try to like knock it down.
Try to spare everything you can.
I'm starting to realize that that's not the solution to stuff. I'm starting to realize that you can't save everything, especially the ones that can't, or well, do not wish to be saved.
Sometimes changing your way of thinking is a good thing, but don't let it change your values, or your morale, or your morals, I mean. I don't like killing people as much as it might seem I do. Depending, seeing as like my past work and everything, but I only ever went after people who I saw to be the true evil of the world. That way I could hold on to some sense of morality whenever I took hits. And sometimes there is just some evil motherfuckers out there. Ah!
Albron's dog! It ran into...
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Says now that Drifting Dream is out in the open, discretion is no longer a viable option.
Of course. You will need to do what you can to get the job done. However, at the risk of endangering more lives, I cannot get directly involved. When others press for your allegiances, when they ask why you and your lot are after the Drifting Dream, just know that I'm sure you will have the right answer for them. Just ensure that my name is never uttered for your all safety. I have numerous enemies in the great beyond. I do not want you to be wrapped up in my own personal woes.
If that is what you wish.
It is indeed.
I pick up this thing, whatever the fuck this is. It's a light thingy. Purposely drop it on the ground, see what happens.
when you drop it on the ground, the nice, I don't know what to call this floor, tiling, this little like black tiling, it turns into wood for a moment.
Illusory magic, specifically abjuration. But why keep this so pristine? And why cast it on this place for the first place? Huh. Hey?
No, Sienna, not another round.
I should probably leave him sleeping.
Okay, what's the game plan now?
The game plan, to get you all breakfast in your tummies. Corinth has already gotten his dish of sunlight and water,
All
right?
I feel like I haven't eaten in a week.
Yeah, no, go. You'll see. I think my mate should be prepping something in the kitchen.
Gonna open the door.
Oh, and
Oh
sorry.
no!
Oh, and sick. I have to ask you one more thing.
What's up, Archimedes? Circle approaching us. Right, but I'm sure you're hungry, right? Yeah, because you damn peers get hungry as well. I've got some food in the kitchen. Why don't you follow me?
Sure.
Hey, Malik. Well, yeah, come to the kitchen, friend.
Come to the kitchen, mate.
You're still unconscious.
Oh, no, I'm flat-footed. I shouldn't be. Okay, yeah.
Oh, there. Okay, come to the kitchen.
All right, what's going on in the kitchen? Hey, wait a second.
What's wrong, Mel?
Technically Harry got here first, so...
This is...
Uh-huh.
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet for now. Whether or not you ran away or not, what I'm gonna ask is this gonna be a problem for us, or is it a personal one? Not to be dismissive, it's good to know these things.
Well, in this scenario, let's say I did run.
Sure.
It will be mostly a problem to me. A personal problem. None of you would would need to have an issue. Granted, I don't know how we would enter in the first place, considering it's a high-ranking university with a lot of bodyguards, and I do mean it. Pretty powerful spellcasters, even the teachers themselves, the professors themselves have some level of combat training. I don't know how you would do so, because again, I mean, what are you What are you thinking?
I mean, the city kind of blew up. And just say we're trying to look into what happened, and maybe they'll offer something early. Like, yeah, sure, you could. Honestly, I'm not really sure what we're looking for at this place, so I'm kind of being vague. But
we're looking for a person, and I doubt they'll let us in. Let us see, even if we're part of some kind of high-ranking psyop, like mission, a port mission, or if we're police. They don't let many specific people enter besides chosen specific few. That's why I'm a little bit worried. But again, that's why I genuinely think that fabricating might just be our only choice. It's not a hard one either way, because, well, it's pretty easy, if I'm being honest, to fabricate some lies, and temporary ones are quite easy. We're there to just sneak in, find one specific person, get the truth, get out.
Okay.
So fabricating documents is pretty easy for a temporary amount of time until they realize something's not right. We will have time.
Then we can discuss it with the others, see what they what the best course of action is.
Of course, of course. But I just wanted to mention. You know,
Okay.
while we're eating.
One other question.
Mhm.
In this hypothetical scenario, why did you run away? Is
Well,
this- is
if
this
I were,
Sorry, is this something we should be concerned about? Is there something malicious underbrewing at
Well-
this institution?
well, in this hypothetical, let's say I would have ran away because, as great as the university is to the outsiders, and don't get me wrong, it is great. It's limiting. You eventually find that the university only gives so much until it starts feeling repetitive and stale. And I am grateful for going to the university. I'm grateful for all the effort my parents put through. I would have been grateful, but eventually I would have ran away because I would want more from life. I would want to get to greater heights and, well, specifically innovate.
I get that, wanting more.
Rather
Sure,
than-
yeah.
Rather than stagnating on the same machinery, I want something. I want to strive for greater heights.
How, you said your parents had to stop me if this is getting too personal. You said your parents had to work hard to get you in that university?
My parents are not exact. You see, Karen is, I would say, it's wealthy. Most people there are quite well off. My parents are well off still to this day, but they still are hardworking people. They're not rich to the point where they don't need to work ever in their life. And there's many people in the car that do have that wealth. My parents enjoy working. My parents had a specific amount of free time, but I wouldn't say they were exactly the richest.
He is experienced, a bit of a veteran of a couple of years, professional coach wagon driver. Adnus, go ahead and introduce yourself. He bows, goes, "Hello, my name's Adnus Infoseeker. I'm a professional coach driver from Vizalan. I'll be accompanying you all in this quest of yours to track down these old Argonauts and hopefully help the people of Rumbletown."
The
Harry
things
looks up.
that man has seen.
Harry looks up and looks at Adnus Infoseeker. He gets a big old grin and goes, "Adnus, you son of a bitch, it's been too long."
Harry, is that you?
Dude!
He gives you a hug.
I'll give him a hug and be like, "Oh man, it's been so long, dude. How you been?"
In all honesty, I'm feeling a lot better now that I'm here. Vizalan was getting a little too crazy.
See you again. I know we're in good hands now.
That warms my heart, man. I'm happy to be working with you, and I'm happy to be working with the others. I think it's gonna be exciting what we're going to do in the future here. I've even got a little shrine of Razanur set up in the in the wagon. So been praying, and praying's paid off. I don't know. Things just feel good, you know. I know that's hard to say after what you all had to witness. But I don't know. I don't feel any measure of negativity, you know, like.
Hey, if there's anything I know, is to always trust your gut. And if your gut's telling you things are good at the moment, then things are great.
I'm happy to be talking to you again, man. It's been nice. Say, have you decided when you and your party are departing from Lindon?
Harry will take a. Harry's he takes a gulp of his water and he'll go. We're now at the moment we're oh shit. Someone's supposed to do that. We're gonna talk with Siri about who he thinks we should take down first. Or like not take down. Go after first.
Of course. I mean, if worst comes to worst, you may have to take them down, but God's willing. It all works out.
If I can avoid something like that, I'd rather avoid.
Of course, of course. And I trust you will. You have a good heart, and the others have good hearts as well. Although I can't say Master Corinth has a good heart. He's a Konrasu. But I believe, at the end of the day, you all know what to do.
I mean, I was a bit apprehensive of Corinth at first, but he's proven himself to be a good person at heart.
You have others waiting for you.
Yeah.
I would understand why you would not want to not reconnect with them after all this time.
I mean, it's just me and my sister, honestly. Parents died way, way back, so I gotta look after her.
How is your sister?
I mean, last I heard of her, she's doing fine.
In Stormside, correct? In Vinyamar. Leave your friend Ren a message. She is a friend, correct?
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. I can trust her with looking after Lucia.
She's good. She's a good friend. That's all there was to it. If you don't wish me to look after, I can understand you would not want me there.
No. You're fine, Akira. It's just it just took me off guard. You just saying the exact information of where she was and everything.
To be fair, I should have probably opened it up with more context, but...
Nah, you're fine. Alright, and Harry will kind of like stand up from where he was sitting, take another drink, and go, want to go another round?
Of course. And he will flourish his swords, and you will flourish yours, and you guys engage in a sparring fight. Right. Unless Archimedes or Lorraine had something they wanted to craft.
I'll announce it if there is actually something, but for now there's not really anything.
You guys have like a couple months to decide, since the other campaign's gonna be like a couple of sessions, so you guys still have a good time. That being said, you guys reside in the ancient elvish village of Lindon in western Welland, in a region called the Green Harmony, and you recover, you recuperate, you gather information, you know what you need to do next. You need to find the members of the Dream Eaters, the first team assembled by Albarad in 5003 UC to destroy the Drifting Dream, but they failed. But just because they failed doesn't mean you can't succeed. In fact, you guys are determined to make sure that you don't repeat the mistakes that Siric's team had done in the past. And that's where we'll end this session.